Please, BRT, address the situation. Don't make me have to go address this thing here. Please, me I beg you.
I boy Skatta, how you feel? I boy Skatta, make sure no crown Vybz Kartel, you know. Go back down a bit, make sure no crown Vybz Kartel, man, the king. Step around crown Vybz Kartel. I got this year. I'm gonna kill who's one of your family in that garden.
You don't realize it. The artist was somehow on a praise. Something look like it's mentally wrong with him. Or he must smoke too much weed.
I'm not going to go to jail, you know. I see clear. I'm not stop till I'm going to jail.
Kartel and him son them kick off. Me can't understand this.
Una bomba clad propaganda machine, our man.
Well, one Kevin officer now. Si bon particular post Beenie Man show for USB reader this Saturday answer to go support because of one dancehall, one Jamaica, one culture, and Vybz Kartel repost it. You know shame?
Bombo clad, you know, we are not pressure.
Most of our reggae and top dancehall artists today bow.
Almighty
All
God,
right,
Jesus Christ, Almighty God.
Stop size up on artists with Bob Marley. Stop size up Vybz Kartel with Bob Marley.
Can't take this no more now.
You know, some feel say them are going to crown Vybz Kartel King of Dancehall at some fest this year.
Officer no. Well, one Kevin officer no. Si bon particular post Beenie Man show for USB reader this Saturday answer to go support because of one dancehall, one Jamaica, one culture, and Vybz Kartel repost it. You know shame? You must shame like a dog, you know. You soon have nothing to say on the internet. Because I tell us the Vybz Kartel and Beenie Man don't have nothing, and them go link up on that time and you go like a lie me I tell, and do they chat off your mouth and I say one bag of something, and like you fight against unity in a dancehall. What you have to say now? What you have to say? Me never see you come out and say, yo, them a do it for culture. Buju do it already, Alkaline do it, Kartel do it now, Beenie Man do it, and Bunty go do it in July. Me never hear say that yet. I fight against unity. Now Kartel buy one G-Wagon and post it. Must see yesterday and now, and Beenie Man must see buy a G-Wagon to and post it today or whatever. Me wait for you say Beenie Man and follow Vybz Kartel do everything in the because the Kartel buy G-Wagon and Beenie Man buy G-Wagon too and whatever. But remember say when Beenie Man buy G-Wagon, it have a ship come to Jamaica because in America G-Wagon they are Jamaica, I don't know. That means say no come in a one day. Say if Kartel post him yesterday and Beenie Man post him today, he just happen to know say boy the two of them post near. So you go say Beenie Man a follow Kartel, but nothing is wrong. If Beenie Man follow Kartel, like I remember say when Bunty and Kartel it fall out at that time, Kartel also follow Beenie. So nothing is wrong if Beenie even follow Kartel now, because I told them a two dancehall legend and two dancehall giant. But you're not selector, you're not artist, and because we don't see you on the flyer, so we don't know you all now. So what you have to say? See the unity are going now. I'm out.
Who big here says the king of the dancehall? Who big here say?
Wait. Muta
run big
the
here?
king of the dancer.
Eh?
Muta.
Yeah. Who you say the king of the dancehall big here?
Listen carefully. First and foremost, you see, I think that when we try to establish a king, we're setting up one against the other.
Yeah, but that don't call them narcissistic.
Hold on, Muta.
No, but if a man have 2 years and next man's king, I'm vexed.
Who is the king don't matter to me. We have...
It don't matter to me neither.
We have...
What you mean?
You talk about Beenie Man and Vybz Kartel, you're going to...
Yeah, but we are in a court.
The things that go, them have the love and harmony cruise. Slam bombing at the cutting edge, but we are got show. We want to say yellow palo and them. You know, them say today is Ash Wednesday, and I know a whole heap of one. I bet you the majority of Jamaican people don't know what is the symbolism of Ash Wednesday. Whole heap of people don't know that. You have to go be very Roman Catholic, religious to know that. Yet still they make it a holiday. I don't know why a religious day should be a holiday for everybody in a Jamaica. It's kind of weird, but that is the way how we work the thing. It's like how them have a Boxing Day, which is not a religious holiday, but the whole of Jamaica have to celebrate it, whether them like it or not. And then we have days where we should be celebrating. Well, we don't celebrate. We don't celebrate. Some days that is directly related to us, the majority of African people in Jamaica, where we just throw it aside and make them give with day to celebrate. You know, them guy have a thing come around now named Lent. Lent. That is the beginning of the end. And why I say the beginning of the end? After the part of it where you start to celebrate, I hear most people say, boy, them eat certain food during Lent. And then when it come around here to the end now, them say, them go have a thing named Holy Thursday. And then them have Good Friday. And then them have Easter Sunday and Easter Monday. And you know, all of those things is religious holidays. But people forget what it is all about. And them just party, and just keep them parties. And the symbolism of that get thrown away in some closet. You understand? And then the capitalism take over and start to sell you things where you don't need. You don't need it. So we need to go in our head cup and understand how those historical events relate to we, if it relate to we, and how we can work around it, because it's nothing but pressure. All of it is pressure. Pressure upon the people them continuously to do something that them don't even know why them doing it. What is the reason why them doing it? You know, we can talk about it because we come up in a time when it was embedded in our house for us. Celebrate these things, even if you want or not. Parents make you celebrate it. They have a thing named Easter, bun, and cheese. And everybody look forward to Easter bun and cheese. And them don't know why they might eat Easter bun. And them don't know why they might eat cheese at that time of the year. Soon, when you hear this program, you'll be hearing a whole heap of that being advertised on this program. Whole heap of people don't know why they might eat Easter bun and cheese. What is Easter? Because it's a set of people, set of religious people create that to manipulate the minds and the thinking of the people them. But we continue with Black history. We see some things that go on in Africa, you know, where we just tell you about long time. And this is the removal of the French out of Africa, because they have controlled so much things that the people them was not able to have a decent economy in them country. And this economy derives from the mineral resources that these white people come, especially the French come and take out the mineral resources there and go make big money for themselves while leaving Africa poor still. Well, we see a whole heap of African country rise up to the occasion now and I say, look here, enough is enough, you know. We're not going to keep out there so to continue to dig out the resources while we get poor. And one of them countries, Burkina Faso, where a young president come up and say, look here, enough. And it's one of the only country that use what them get from them country to pay off the national debt. Can you believe that? It is reported that this country don't have no foreign debt hanging up over them head and over the people them of Burkina Faso. And we will tell you that when Mali run out the French, and this Burkina Faso president run out the French also. And I did say from last year, I said, what the hell when Senegal drive the French out of them country? Because Senegal is like the starship of Western Africa. Senegal is one of the country them in Africa where the prize of the French is Senegal. But now we see a youth come now and decide, say, look here, enough is enough. We're going to move the French in a way where them do have no them can manipulate mineral resources. And also the language So I want to play this clip here, you know. I want you to listen to it, you know. Serious thing. Listen to this clip here. Very important. Very important. Because we see Africa rising. And we have to keep in contact the African rising. Because it's not long. All right, here we go.
Oil refinery. It's a major move that has the potential to change the game, not just for the West African nation, but for the entire continent. Now, if you're thinking, okay, cool, why should I care? Stick with me, because this is about way more than just oil. It's about power, it's about control, and a shift as far as Africa finally beginning to take charge of its own future. Now, before we get into it, be sure to subscribe to our channel and hit the notification bell so you don't miss another critical conversation like the one we're about to have. All right, guys, so let's rewind a little bit, okay? Up until now, Senegal had to import refined petroleum products. So basically, crude oil would leave Africa, get processed elsewhere, and then come back at a higher price. And that's the cycle we've seen all over and over again in Africa. And frankly, it is one of the reasons why the continent remains one of the poorest on Earth. Although we are blessed with an unimaginable abundance of natural resources, and I'm talking about resources that cannot be found anywhere else in the world, we extract very little value from them. You see, most of these resources are exported out of the continent in their raw state, and then they are returned to the continent in a finished or refined state at a premium price. So something that should cost, maybe $1 will end up costing $5 because it was refined out of the country or the continent. There is very little value creation happening on the continent. So think oil, gold, diamond, cocoa, you name it. But Senegal just said, enough of that. Time to change that. And so it all began in 2014 when the Sangomar offshore oil field was discovered off the coast of Senegal. Drilling in the field began in 2024, and this put Senegal on the map as an oil-producing nation. But here's where things got really interesting, because instead of just pumping the oil and shipping it off to be refined somewhere else, Senegal made a power move. They said, we will build our own local refinery and keep that value right at home. And that's exactly what they've done. You see, they've invested over $1 billion in upgrades to their national refinery known as Senegal African Refinery Company, SAR, leveraging financing from local banks as well as the Pan-African Bank, Afrexim Bank. And today they've processed their first batch of crude, 650,000 barrels to be exact, producing 90,000 tons of diesel, gasoline, kerosene, and butane gas. That's huge, but they are not done yet, as they are reportedly in the midst of an additional $500 million deal to further expand their capacity. So let's zoom out for a second. Why does this matter beyond Senegal? Because this is about Africa shifting from being just a supplier of raw materials to actually controlling the production process. You see, oil isn't just a resource, right? Oil is power. The countries that control oil production control their own economic destiny. Look at Dubai. Look at Saudi Arabia. And for way too long, African nations have been locked out of that power structure. Think about it. Nigeria, Angola, Ghana, they've all got oil, but they still have to import refined fuel. It just doesn't make any sense. Meanwhile, countries like the US, China, and Europe make billions refining and selling it back to Africans. Now that's the cycle that Senegal is breaking here. Fuel prices could drop. Local jobs, potentially thousands of them created. Energy security, a huge step forward. And let's not forget the bigger picture. Africa loses billions every year by not refining its own resources. So Senegal's move is proof that doesn't have to be the case. But of course, with big wins come big responsibilities, right? The government has already set up commissions to review oil contracts to make sure that foreign companies aren't walking away with all the profits. And that's the right move. Because if we're talking long-term success, we have to make sure that the money is staying in the country and that it's benefiting its people. So the next step, well, Senegal needs to reinvest these oil revenues very wisely. Infrastructure, education, and this is a big one, renewable energy. They have the chance, an opportunity to be a leader, not just in oil, but in Africa's transition to clean energy. And let's hope they take that.
Now, few had heard of him a year ago, and now he is set to become Africa's youngest president. The official results of Senegal's election are expected by the 29th of March, but provisional results show that opposition leader Bassirou Diomaye Faye, who's 44, is set to win. His extraordinary rise caps a rollercoaster period in Senegalese politics that caught many off guard. Months in jail alongside ally and kingmaker Ousmane Sonko ended suddenly, with the pair released the week before the presidential election. Now, Mr. Clean, as he's nicknamed, has promised to get to work on some sweeping reforms. Let's speak to our West Africa correspondent, Thomas Nardi. Just tell us a little bit more about Mr. Faye.
Well, Diomaye Faye is a 44-year-old tax inspector and a member of the disbanded Pastif Party, co-founded by popular opposition figure Ousmane Sonko. They were both imprisoned on separate charges and subsequently released just days before the election. And Ousmane Sonko was disqualified from contesting in the election because of a suspended defamation conviction. So Diomaye Faye was selected to replace him. He's known among his peers to stand for the principles of fairness, integrity, and transparency. And he's already started speaking. He said that he will rule this country with humility and he will also fight corruption. He's promised to reform the country's institutions and deal with challenges facing the youth, such as unemployment and the high cost of living. He made these remarks during his first public appearance after his main political challenger conceded defeat.
Okay, thank you very much. That's Thomas Nardi for us there, our West Africa correspondent.
What's happening in Senegal also speaks to the importance of leadership. Since taking office in April 2024, President Bassirou Diomaye Faye, the youngest elected leader in Africa, has made one thing clear. Senegal is reclaiming its sovereignty. And he's not just talking the talk, he's walking it, taking decisive action. In November 2024, he ordered the withdrawal of French military troops, sending a strong message that Senegal will no longer be a staging ground for foreign powers.
As French people, could you imagine seeing us in your country with tanks or military vehicles, with Senegalese soldiers in Senegalese uniforms? That's what history has been like. France has enslaved, colonized, and remained.
And on the economic front, he's renegotiating oil and gas contracts, making sure that Senegal, not foreign companies, reaps the benefits of its natural resources. And he's also doubling down on cultural independence, pushing for the use of indigenous languages, and I love this, over French in schools and government. So what's the takeaway? It's simple. Senegal is setting the blueprint for how African countries can take control of their own resources and break free from dependence on foreign players. This refinery is bigger than oil. It's about self-sufficiency. It's about economic growth and a new vision for Africa's future. And for me, it is just so exciting to see. So the question now is, who's next? Which African nation would you like to see follow Senegal's lead? I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments. That's it for today's break.
African. That is really what this program is all about, you know, trying to reconnect. You understand? Trying to reconnect. So you hear the documentary, look at that thing about Senegal a while ago. And as I say, Burkina Faso is leading the way in a whole heap of different ways where Africans look now, look pan Senegal, not look pan Senegal, look pan Burkina Faso, and I see it as a light at the end of the tunnel. So you find say Ghana now, step in pan that. You know, Ghana step in pan that. So we hope that that light at the end of the tunnel will just bright up the place, that other African leaders can see say it's necessary to take them, you know, so we are going to America. You know, so we are going to America. One man has turned the whole world upside down, you know. One man has turned the whole world upside down. And the whole of them make them riches off African people. All of them. Even though you hear them talk about America for them own, a thief, them thief the land, capture land, them thief it from the native. Them go to Turkle Island and see the land there and decide them go left Europe and go over there, go thief land. And now them go and like say, them are no alien in the land. Them go there go see people, like everywhere else where them go capture it. Them go there go see people. And now we hear them and say, people are alien. All the Mexican them. Did you know that California and part of Texas and all these places was once Mexico? Yes, it was once Mexico. All of them land where you hear them talk about them now. All of them land there. California, them say the third richest state. Well, not the third richest state, but if you check it on the world, which country is richer than which country, even though California is just a state in America, it would be one of the richest countries in the world if it was a country by itself and not a part of the continent of America. And this part of that country was part of Mexico. So why you think you have places named San Diego and Santa Cruz and Santa Monica and all these places? It's Spanish name them there, no? Spanish name them. And now them look on the Spaniards them who live in Mexico as alien. Alien. Well, them say what goes around come around. So we're going to see what going to happen. We're going to see what going to happen. Here we go. Here we go. What is happening here? All right. Apparently something is going wrong with this thing. So we could go here now then.
Execution, boiling his body for oil and turning his remains into souvenirs. Enslaved Africans' hair was used to stuff furniture, including pillows and mattresses, while their teeth were sold as dentures for white wealthy people, including but not limited to George Washington. The skin of the enslaved individual was flayed and turned into leather for shoes and clothing. Pregnant black women were whipped on their stomachs to induce miscarriages or forced to give birth under inhumane conditions, only to have their infants sold off. Enslaved men and women were subject to brutal medical procedures without anesthesia or consent. Tools like thumb screws and iron muzzles were used to silence them, while branding irons seared their skin with the marks of their enslavers. Rape was weaponized as a tool of control, with enslaved women forced to bear children who were automatically enslaved, perpetuating the cycle. Families were torn apart at auction blocks, with children as young as toddlers sold to distant plantations, never to see their parents again. Even after death, the bodies of enslaved people were desecrated. Their remains were often stolen from graveyards and used for medical dissections or experimentation. Their lives were treated as commodities, and their suffering was systematic, deliberate, and utterly inhumane. Slavery wasn't just a labor system. It was a calculated mechanism of dehumanization, leaving a legacy of cruelty and trauma that reverberates through history to this day. And still, there is no recompense or reparations for the descendants of the enslaved.
Them things that's recorded, you know. Them things there's things that them don't want to hear. And them call we savage and vicious. Them call we uncivilized. You hear the man say what them used to do with the African body, the body. And guess what? Me have picture of them things there, you know. Me not talk about drawing neither, you know. Me talk about photograph. Photograph of what them people they used to do. Especially when them lynch a black man in America. The land of the free and the brings in America. And I want to say the picture of them when me have, you know, it's not black people take the picture of them, you know. It's white people take the picture of them on the ground up where them was doing it, while them was doing it. And now it's in a book. Not painting, me talk about book. I used to last the words. Black history not done, you know. Oh, me I tell you, our black history not done because of March. Reggae month might done, but our black history not done. Listen.
Do you want a better Africa? Believe it or not, for Africa to change, the way religion is delivered must change. Churches should stop preaching about miracles and breakthroughs. Popular preaching such as sowing a seed or, give and it shall be given unto you, have been misinterpreted for personal gain. No wonder pastors of today are so rich and yet the whole congregation and people around them remain poor. We are stuck with a generation of Africans who act as if God is the rewarder of laziness and poverty. The message churches send is that it is possible to reap where you did not sow, meaning you can get something out of nothing. Why should a child choose to learn the hard way if there is an easier way? The live for today attitude does not create wealth and people die without leaving any legacy. You then sit and wonder why Africa is the way it is today? The gospel of prosperity should be shamed and work around the fact that laziness can never reap real success. Christianity has played a very big role to the fall of Africa today, but that is not what it is intended for. Spreading messages of instant success have led to a generation of people who are thirsty for instant results, immediate relief, and effortless profit. The messages should not just focus of tithing and sowing seed, blessings, miracles, breakthroughs, and wonders. Churches should stop glorifying riches acquired through miraculous sources, stop preaching fear and stop focusing on what the devil or witches did, does, or will do. Instead they should preach positive news and focus on messages that add value to the communities such as hard work, creativity, dedication, commitment, perseverance, and responsibility. Pastors can promote good community initiatives such as cleaning the surroundings, and encourage creativity and innovation. Instead of waiting for our governments to do what they do not do, we can start helping ourselves, through humanism. The brother who becomes a millionaire by simply sowing a seed, does not help build a better community, and the message of such success should not be spread and showcased. Instead the applause should go to someone who has succeeded by hard work and perseverance. Start preaching the gospel of working hard, produce goods and services, planning, critical thinking analysis, strategy, visibility plans, system building, market and customer analysis, and the process involved in production of goods and services. This is how noble people and wealth is created. Rushing a sick person to church for prayers does not prevent that person from dying, but correct medication and treatment will. Haven't you wondered why people in Africa still died of Ebola despite prayers? Preach the real word of God instead. You do not need the pastor's blessings to create wealth in life. Wealth and clean cities don't come by miracle or magic. Religious superstitions, such as the shout of, "I receive it," and the loudest shout of, "Amen," is not enough to fulfill your wishes. True religion and true Christianity must, and can only, produce productive youth. For Africa to be globally competitive, education alone is not enough, we need to nurture creativity, innovation, and good governance. What is an engineering degree doing if you cannot even produce a water pump? Ask yourself a question: what have other people created with a similar qualification other than just looking for a job? Please, be slow to anger, slow to judge, quick to listen and try to understand. If not for you...
Crazy. We want to take a break and come forward. Break time. We are going rough tonight, you know. We are going rough tonight, believe you me. Here we go. But these people forget them history. Believe me.
Not soldiers. He was just trying to make it day by day. We have supported state terrorism against the Palestinians and black South Africans, and now we are indignant because the stuff we have done overseas is now brought right back into our own front yards. America's chickens are coming home.
Lies. Lie number 1, Africa is a country. Africa is a continent with 54 countries, each with unique cultures, languages, and histories. Lie number 2, Africa is poor. Africa is rich in resources from gold and oil to tech startups and a booming economy. Countries like Nigeria, South Africa, and Kenya have multi-billion-dollar industries. Lie number 3, Africans live in huts. Yes, traditional homes exist, but Africa has modern cities like Nairobi, Lagos, and Johannesburg with skyscrapers, highways, and high-tech hubs. Lie number 4, Africa is unsafe. While some regions face conflicts, Africa is home to some of the world's safest places, including Botswana, Rwanda, and Mauritius. Lie number 5, Africa contributes nothing to science. Africans invented mathematics, astronomy, and medicine long before colonization. Today, African scientists and engineers are making global breakthroughs. Lie number 6, Africa needs saving. The idea that Africa needs saving ignores the fact that Africans are building their own futures, leading in business, tech, and governance. Lie number 7, Africans don't speak English or French. Many Africans are multilingual, speaking local languages and global ones like English, French, Portuguese, and Arabic. Lie number 8, Africa has no history. From the great Zimbabwe ruins to the Mali Empire, Africa's history is rich and deep, dating back thousands of years. Before I reveal the last 2 big lies about Africa, I'm kindly asking you to like this video to help Africa Rise reach more people. Lie number 9, Africa is always at war. While conflicts exist, most African countries are peaceful and stable with growing economies and democratic governments. Lie number 10, Africans are not educated. Africa has top universities and Africans excel in global institutions leading in medicine, engineering, and politics worldwide. Let's spread the truth about Africa. Stay inspired, stay Africaized.
Won't call them after 12 with it. It is us, it is we. It is what we left behind. Coming over here and living in this mess so we find ourselves in a Yuma Sikela, the late great Yuma Sikela. Here we go. We're going to take the 12 o'clock break and come forward. We can't appreciate music again. It get warped up, man. Believe you me. That's you Masikela out of South Africa talking about that train, that coal train that carry them in the heart of the ground. And also dig out the coal and the diamond and the gold. And people die for that. While the West get rich off of those coal mines, off of those diamond mines. Yes, them get rich.
Yeah, man. Yeah, really, Professor Muta and Carbon. I
have a technical louder though.
Say, yeah, really, Professor Jan Carbon, Jerry, I hope that Creator himself going to some more million more lives to live, to educate the dunce black people, them. The dunce want them more time. I'm going to make an apology about that. And I hope Jan Carbon live for the next million more years to educate this dunce and ignorant black people. Alright, big up to Virgin Rastal and a long time man, but Muta, very educated. I don't drink coffee Muta, I'm coming tired. I drink coffee for still. Program did wicked last year, I sleep it out, unfortunately, but Muta, man, I heard so much bad things about Africa. And I since me leave school and go up, I realize this is the greatest country. But yes, we listen to the people who are oppressed and believe in them. Really, no, Muta. The people who are oppressed, you know. The people in Squalor who believe in them and listen to them more. Africa, jungle and lion and this, that, and the devil knows so. And there's nobody from the educated fraternity like the university and the Ministry of Education now come on TV and show the people them say all of them things are missing, you know, and just keep it same way, so, you know. I give you impression, say, we don't have to look for riches down here, you know, for wait to reach heaven, for riches and then no one go heaven, you know.
Well, that's why we bring the program, yeah. That's why we turn the program that way, yeah, you know.
That's why one man have 28 account and he just keeps still stuff. But Muta, 50-odd Jamaican die by the police. 50-odd, I know you know, man, 50-odd Jamaican black youth.
Man.
My assumption, my youth, my assumption may be wrong. 58 black Jamaican, you know, poor black people. That is my assumption. I don't know how much from Cherokee and I but die because I don't have any access or can do survey. No, them status. 58 black Jamaican poor man die, Muta, by shooters. So you tell me no Muta, me I don't. And me have 4 friends I jump over a fence. We don't know what over the fence, Muta. And when I jump over the fence, 4 of my friends them jump over there and get dog bite. And me, no, I'm not brave. I'm not going to protect myself to go over the Muta. So how is it that these people are so unfortunate that the Prime Minister and Delroy Chuck and say, and the Minister, when they can't speak in, they say, once a pint gun from the police and the same police commissioner just, no. We as a police are do a gunman do. And I justify that with no say, them things are not going to say about. I bet if you reach Beverly and Sugar, not going to say. But Muta, I want the Constitution change. If a black man follow the law, the same consequence go to him, I go to him with the same thing. Go to the man of Beverly and Sugar. I want the law set away.
Hold on there now. But you have to admit, say, we are going amongst them youth and now going to Beverly Hills, you know. Nobody now jump fence and a fire shot up a policeman up at Beverly Hills. Most of the places the gunshot a fire in the garrison, them and which part of the people.
In the garrison, Muta, yes. But Muta, we are so educated that we bring a perfect ticketing system to mitigate the problem. Why we can't bring a system to mitigate the problem from the youth and keep far from the gun and make money and take care of them family and I contribute to the society? Why? Is it that we don't like black people? But Muta, the Prime Minister last week, I lick out now upon the police. Oh, unfortunate. Last man goes for, I don't remember exactly, but like him, I say, the police is there to protect the Jamaican people, and we can't have the amount of shooting.
The police might kill people.
Yeah, right.
Too much people are dead by police gun.
Too much people are dead by police gun. It's the contradiction. But yes, still muta. I am telling you from good source. Them get harder to do them harder. And maybe I tell you the wrong them. I mean, know that. I mean, I have facts about you. We can't discuss certain things. But for a muta, we can't have a civilized country run that way. I am not saying that you kick off a poor man door and kill him when the police come for you. You expect ice cream from the police. Because we have some real gunman muta we need to get rid of. But muta we still don't get rid of the extortion. That's our economy. The guns still are coming. And
yesterday with a whole heap of gun.
All right, where the gun come from? US. So how we have all this general?
I'm not talking to the government about that at US.
But muta we used to have that general from the US come to Jamaica. The focus was that these generals are going to make sure the border closed. And that was the emphasis. I think the last one is the same thing. We stop the gun. Then muta. You carry a, me not smoke, but you carry a ganja go US and save my catch. So all them big old gun here leave US sure and reach you. With the tightness of US security. Yeah. Something wrong, muta?
Of course.
Something obvious wrong.
Of course.
And we are taught muta, we do have no, I must have 1 or 2 coast guard there. So we have a patrol, you see. I must have 2 marine boats. A patrol our. So,
sure. The coastline.
All right. So all the them attack muta are just chatting. Nothing to stop the gun from coming here. And it's an underworld kind of a muta. So them friend are benefit, the judge are benefit, the liar are benefit, the dead house are benefit. You know, you say the one way in charge of Minister Affairs, but they want to call it own dead house. The muta, they have benefit from it. Poor people at anytime it's reach everybody. Watch if they not do something about it. You go in there and get to muta. I hear how much people get shoot down. Nobody have a license to protect themselves in a motor.
We have a break.
We have to take a break. We have to take a
long
break.
life and big up to Raspal.
We have to take a break.
Long life motor.
You have to call back, yeah?
All right, cool, my boy.
Yeah, that's it. Yes, break. Break time.
Yeah, man, everything is everything. Quickly, because we know it go. Me just glad that since me denouncing of that Andrew on his political gerrymandering to T-Fata, St. Catherine, my parish, Portmore, that people in Portmore come out in them thousands and demonstrate against this idiot, corrupt 15 parish thing for Portmore and say what are needed are facilities for the area and no 15 parish thing and so on. So I'm glad that the people come out and think because I get the reports, videos and otherwise.
Yeah, them suppose the other party I go carry them go court.
Yes, I know that too. Exactly. So I'm glad that since we launched that denunciation, that action has continued and we must straight up because St. Catherine, my parish, must not be reduced in size by no guy and thing. Then the next thing is that racist sabotage again. Just like how in Stonebridge, London, Northwest London, Bridge Park Community and Culture Center, which the Africans in Brent Borough, fought and got. And he's being threatened to be taken away by the Labour Council leader for Brent, Mohammed Butt, you know, Muslim Pakistani thing, right? Administration, because they want to take away Bridge Park Community and Culture Center from our community to see them own people. That in Nottingham City Council, another one named Khan, K-H-A-N, is wanting to take away the Marcus Garvey Center in Nottingham from our community also. Oh, yeah? Yes. There is a daycare center there for our elders, African elders in Nottingham, and they have stopped the daycare center taking care of our African senior citizens at the bridge park, at the Nottingham, Marcus Garvey Center in Nottingham, because they want to claim, to demolish the place. Demolish the place. Now the Marcus Garvey Center is a place that in Nottingham that provide facilities for our community to meet and to take care of our elderly during the days and that type of thing. Is this racist that they don't want us to have things of our own? Many things that Africans in Britain used to have, we no longer have, and we have to stand strong with that concern. It was just a few months ago that I played at the Marcus Garvey Center in Nottingham because one of Spanish Town, well-known man by the name of Nashi from Tarspen. See, Three Blind Mice, one of the Three Blind Mice. He was the last one who died. Azian Sterling Hayden Springer died years ago. I went to his funeral there because Valerie, who continued with her father's son, V-Rocket, you know, is his niece. And I went there as a Spanish Town man because I know Nashi from them time there and played there. And to know that they want to take away our Marcus Garvey, see the name? Marcus Garvey Center in Nottingham. Destroy them, destroy what we as a people have done. And we will not allow this to work. And this is why I'm making you, Muta, and others know what is going on. Because the greatest thing is to know. Because if we don't know, then our enemies will defeat us. So may I make our people worldwide know what is going on here. Right? For real. The Marcus Garvey Center in Nottingham, and also the Bridge Park Community and Culture Center in Stonebridge, beside Halsden and Wembley, must remain in the hands.
So we have demonstration up there? We have demonstration?
Yes, man. Yes, man. We have demonstration, man. But you know, we have to keep the fire burning, you know. Because you see, if we go silent, that is where them want, you know, go silent and then, like, nah. So we have to keep the pressure on up front every time. And keep you posted where this is concerned.
All right, tell me something more. Tell me something about this conservative daughter, this black daughter named Kemi.
Oh, the girl Kemi, but that man is a slave, that man.
Well, I mean, you should talk something that I wonder. You should talk some things, and I say, I couldn't have a black woman attack. When I look, me see, a black woman.
Yes, man. Listen, she only look African, but her mentality is totally European. She have a European as a husband and with the European and thing. Her mentality is totally European. See? And I talk about, say, make excuses for the racist British Empire. The biggest and wickedest empire in history. But about them never do so bad and them did do some good things to our people.
You should take up for Trump, too. You should take up for Trump.
Do some good things to them.
You should take up for Trump.
Yes, man. And Trump. She and Trump for dump. And you know, Republicans and Democrats are the same as Malcolm X said. No difference. No difference. You know?
So what she is? What she is? What she is? Okay, in other house.
She is of Yoruba nation. Kemi, that's a Yoruba name. But the Badenak is a European husband name. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yes.
So she come from Nigeria. She come from Nigeria.
Nigeria, yes, man. Yeah, Yoruba from Nigeria. Yoruba. That's where the name for the creator in a Yoruba is Oloron.
Yeah, but I mean, you talk some things, man. I say, what the hell is wrong with this woman?
Yeah, man. No, it's a traitor, man. And there are other traitors like her who we have to deal with, both males and females. And by the way, last Thursday, there was a church service in Tottenham, Manor Road, for Cowboy. That's Luther with.
Oh, yeah. I tell you, my mind run pan him too, you know. My mind run pan him too.
Yeah. He more buried at Jamaica in a Portland, Kensington.
Oh, yeah?
Beside his mother and brother. Yes.
What?
Yes. beside his mother. And
so the station still around? The station still there? Around?
No, but I tell you, that is so sad. Since Cowboy dead, it's like the station dead. That's why, since then, me I tell you see, when you have people who don't have your mentality and things.
Yeah, vision, the vision. Yeah,
the vision. Because you remember when we did bring him, bring you to him station to do your thing when you were here live. You know what I mean? Yeah, you know, and of course we have to remember that Cowboy is the one who advertised your cutting edge by transmitting it in real time for years. You know what I mean?
Man, nearly 30 years.
For nearly 30 years.
Yeah, man, it make people know about cutting edge in England.
Yes. Yeah. So accolades to Cowboy for that, but in children, them not of his mentality.
Yeah.
They don't have that mentality. The station dead since him dead. That's the truth. So I am on a station and I'm on a Monday called Bless.
Well, I could take a break. I could take a break and come forward. I could take the break.
Yeah.
Stop it. Yeah. Mandingo?
Yes, Muta. Yeah, man. So, since January, I am on blessradio1.com every Monday from 4 to 7 London time. And the thing with it is that you can actually see me in the studio operating and DJing because it's live on YouTube. So you see me in real time.
I don't want when we come away up there.
Yes. We also went, yes. That same one.
All
so
right.
Tail up to the rest where control that, you know what I mean? So every Monday, and you see me in the studio operating and thing, DJing and talking and that type of thing. I'll send some of the shows to you because I send them out to people. So that you can see me.
All right.
And listen, because the only boy, one of the pioneers of Lovers Rock, who lives in Brazil more than 10 years now, and one of the biggest reggae artists in Brazil, he did a song in Jamaica in the 90s called Brother Man, and he's asking me to promote it in Jamaica again because it's dealing with the sickening violence in Jamaica that me and you and many other people know about. You know you have people who want to retire and come back to Jamaica, and because of the violence, as you know, living abroad in the States.
Only boy Martin you talk about?
No, not only boy Martin.
Okay.
This is...
Hello? I'm gone.
From St. Elizabeth. Yeah. He's one of the biggest reggae artists in Brazil. And Sydney Crooks, they found out the Pioneers Group had his 80th birthday show in Brazil, where he sings at Norris School about 2 weeks ago. And that was a great success also. Sydney from Westmoreland. And one here of Burning
Might have put a call a shot because we have a link, coming in.
All right, you know, Mandingo.
Yeah.
They might tell me we have a link on the cruise boat there. So I forgot to the cruise.
The cruise boat and thing.
Yeah.
Well, all right, the final thing is sad that Tuesday, a 16-year-old youth was shot dead on Paradise Road in front of a school in the Stockwell area, near Stockwell to and he died. When cops were called to the scene 3:20, that was on Tuesday.
We have to move.
All right. Next week then. See?
Yeah, man. Yes, so we hear that we're going back to the ship. We're going back to the ship. How much o'clock we'll go back to the ship? Well, I take a sudden man, okay? All right, so the arm and the cruise is on the line here, so we want to go to them on the boat. Yes, Ian.
Yes, Muta.
Oh, you left me, man. Oh, you left me. Oh, you mean to left me?
We are here on the ship and it's no original ship.
What?
They say we are here on the ship and it's no original ship.
No, but you left me off for the cruise. I don't understand that.
don't know if you want to spend too much time past sea, man. We know you're there past sea earlier on and all that. We think, you know, one time when the sea, I mean, for the year, you're not good. We don't know. All right, so we have got arrange to make sure you're there on the sea next time.
Then you see, you no promise me that, man.
No, we not promise now.
No, I said the CEO, he promised me that.
CEO promised. All right. So me have to remind the CEO, say you're supposed to dip on the ship next year. I don't know no general ship.
I hope I don't know general ship.
All right.
So it go.
Well, I want to tell us that the vibes turn up and me I start still normally Courtney can begin started but me I started this time because me I put something on the table where me know say it has been a controversial argument for a while. I mean listen, me analyze all the points. Sometimes it all swing on another side. I mean I listen and I say, you know that kind of makes sense. But you see tonight me convinced Dr. Beenie Man is a king of the dancehall. This is no euphoric moment. I am seeing this guy for 1993 Reggae Sunsplash at Jamroll. I saw this guy for the first time looking good. I remember the Green Arm thing at Stadium and him getting boo and all of that. But from 1993, this guy hasn't looked back. And trust me, the performance tonight is not a euphoric moment. This is not a moment where people long to see somebody or a moment where, you know, this is Beenie Man at Beenie Man's best for 30 consecutive years. And I will say, come next week or next year or some other time, somebody else will be king of the dancehall. But no, Beenie Man are the king of the dancehall. And all the other arguments have come up to a man who has do this consistently for 30 odd years. I think doing something consistently for over 30 odd years, Beenie Man might claim say 40, 50 years. We don't think about that. I talk about 1993 till now. What we have seen is consistent high energy, holding him crowd. I mean, trust me, Beenie Man off the chain. Biggie, what do you think about that?
All right. The first thing you have to establish before we can have that conversation is what makes a king a king? What criteria you use to judge a king?
My criteria is this man has been performing.
No, it can't be your criteria, though. It has to be the criteria of the nation. If you are going to crown the king of the dancehall, it can't be your perspective, you know. It has to be a general perspective. And everybody... No, and that is the problem. And that is why there are so many different opinions as to who is the king. Because there is no common perspective. There is not a common marker between all the different variants of the industry to say. I remember, you know, if you're going to crown a prime minister, remember. No, but listen. No. If you have a prime minister of a country, right, it is the people who go and vote, and the person who get the most vote become the prime minister.
I get that, you know.
Right. So how are you going to crown the king of the dancehall and the people? No, fine. And I'm just asking you now, what is the criteria for the king of the dancehall? No,
but wait, hold on. I'm not coming in the argument. I can't come in.
Yeah, man.
Don't drown me, no. Don't drown me. Look, I know.
Come in, muta.
All right. A king is not selected by the people, you know. It's a dynasty select the king.
No.
The prime minister is selected by in parliamentarians. But the king
right, so who should
not...
crown the king of the dancehall then, Muta? Who should crown the king of the dancehall?
Who should crown the king? Well, you have to go check him dynasty. What him accomplishment was, accomplishment, you have to check him by.
No, but that is not how you measure the king in other.
Yeah, so that is not how the king of the dancehall get measured.
It is lineage, don't it? Right, and we have said lineage.
Accomplishment. It's
a different metric you're going to have to use now. Is lineage make you the king in other jurisdictions, eh? The king pass it on to him son, who pass it on to him son, who pass it on to him.
No, not that kind of lineage. I talk about accomplishment. The accomplishment. No, that is what we are talking about.
But you're now making a different regulation now as to what should be your king.
No, true, you say king. No, true, you say king, you know. That's what me go after how people select king, how king get selected. King is not selected by the people.
Kings get selected out of lineage.
Yeah, but not the people. The people don't select king. Because if a king get hated, King George, so no, I know people them select him. And kings all over the time was never selected.
So now, can we now agree as to the criteria for us to select the king? And it can't be Nick's perspective. And if my perspective,
yeah, well, I not check up for you. I not check up for no now, you know.
Well, all right, Muta, we have a man, Anthony.
I not go say none of them are the king, you know. I not go say that, you know. One must figure it out.
Well, guess what?
I don't want to go over that track at all.
Muta.
Yeah.
It's two different ways we can look at this. We can look at it in generations. So if you go from the 70s to 80s, you can easily say Yellow Man is king. If you go from, say, the 90s to 2000,
it's an accomplishment, that's an accomplishment.
And all right, hear me out, Muta, hear me out.
Yeah.
Then the third era now, from Kartel, so from the 2000 to now, Kartel has established himself. But what I am saying, I've broken it down into 7 categories to determine who is the king of dancehall. International success, that's the first thing. Then we have hit songs. The third thing is live stage performance. Then we have pop culture influence, generational influence, artist development.
So who you say the king now? With all of that, who you say the king?
No. The king, when I broke it down into these 7 categories, there's one undisputed king of dancehall.
And it's
undisputed.
Yeah.
And it's Beenie Man, the Dr. Beenie Man.
Oh, you say Beenie Man, okay.
And if you want to go through the 7 categories.
No, I know why you go through it. I know why you go through it. I know why you go through it, you know. I just see why you are going on the boat.
Can I just step in?
So,
all right, so
I don't select the king right now, you know. Is that the king I select right now? And Nick bring up the conversation, then it just go on still.
All right, so I hear all the gentlemen talk, and you know the truth about this is that the business, it by extension, don't really have an official structure as it relates to who is named the king. And all of the elements that you went through, I mean, are things that persons are looking at. And you have several names that are being called, including Sean Paul for accolades, having the most accolades in dancehall in recent times. And of course, as a matter of fact, if the statistics show, of all times, you understand, Sean Paul is a king in his own right. You have persons talking about Vybz Kartel, who is a king in his own right. You could probably look at the direction of him being a recording artist, not necessarily a performer. You have persons talking about Bounty Killer, who is also a king in his own right because of the fact that he was able to bring talent to the forefront, contributing to them and turning them into millionaires and stars globally. That's also a lot of persons thinking that he's a king. There's persons who think about Shabarat from back in the time, before that entire era. There are persons who think about Beenie Man because he's a great performer, just like what we witnessed tonight. So the truth is there are different elements of it. All of them are great in their own rights. Because of the structure, or because of no structure rather, there's not an official body that is there. There's not something that we can say, okay, this is a king. What we basically work off is sometimes some persons who are running the place for a long time. There are several entertainers whose names were not mentioned, but they are kings in their own right because, I mean, there's a period that they run dancehall, which means, I mean, we're talking about like Elephant Man who performed last night and several other entertainers.
According to this, Courtney.
Understand the fact is,
Courtney, you can't talk about king in their own right, you know. King can't be their own right.
Yellow Man can come up.
Nick.
I them scream him that come up.
I'm not on the boat and not take over my program, so I don't understand that.
Nick, hold on. Let me just say this.
Hold on there, wait there, hold on. Listen to me now. A king can't be king in his own right, you know.
Let me just
nobody now listen to me.
Let me just add this. Hold on. Let me just say this. So Nick, hold on. Nick, hold on. Nick, hold on. Nick, let me just say this. Hold on. Let me just say this. The truth is, when we speak about these names, you know, we don't inject our personal selves into. No, hold on.
Yeah, but say them personal.
Let me just. No. Hold on.
Sean Paul don't make his name big with the dancehall music. That's a fact.
Hold on, Nick. What you saying to me, Nick? All of Sean Paul's successes came from an original dancehall track. That is a known fact. He's the only entertainer who crossed over to mainstream with a dancehall song consistently. And the accolades and all the merits that you can get in dancehall music shows that Sean Paul is the #1 act in terms of streaming numbers, well, not necessarily performance, but also what he's getting for performance, the territories that he's going. And there are albums, there are several highlights we can give, but nevertheless, the streets will not accept and tell you that he's a Sean Paul because of the color of his skin or because of the fact that he's not from downtown or he's not from round the corner. The reality of it is that every one of these entertainers in their own right play a great role into this business for reggae and by extension dancehall. But the truth is, all of them in their own right doing great things for dancehall. What we witnessed tonight is crowning Beenie Man as one of the top performers that dancehall has ever seen. And we can't go around that.
But let's check the streets. The fact is, Sean Paul and Shaggy's achievement is off the chain. It's almost like no comparison there. But of Jamaican people, I mean, when they talk about the dancehall who are run the dancehall and all of that, do they accept? In a sense, it's almost like they accept them higher than that. So I mean, you assure them in a something where Jamaican people almost like put them higher than that already.
Nicholas, let me ask you a question. What is the biggest platform right now that is selling music or streaming music from?
Well, you see.
No. I'm just making a point to you. The platform.
Jamaican people don't buy music.
No, that's my point that I mean.
But I'm saying we are talking.
No, Nicola, let me just make this point. Jamaican's biggest platform in terms of streaming music is YouTube. YouTube pays the minimum amount in music. Spotify being one of the highest, and all the other platforms.
Because we already accept the Sean Paul and Shaggy.
I am justifying. No. I am coming from a place where I watch stats and I watch the entertainers and what them are doing in the market. I am saying that we can hear, and for the entire night we can all share different opinions, and it's okay. It's fine. All of us share different opinions. I know the reason why I'm saying what I'm saying. You feel a certain kind of way because of what you've seen before and also what you're seeing tonight. And by respect, I give Beenie Man the most credit that he can possibly get. As a matter of fact, not only because he performed well, but also how he dealt with the situation.
Who Big Ear says the king of the dancehall? Who Big Ear say?
Muta
run Big
the
Ear?
king of the dancer.
Eh?
Muta.
Yeah. Who you say the king of the dancehall, Big Ear?
So carefully. First and foremost, you see, I think that when we try to establish a king, we're setting up one against the other.
But that don't call them narcissistic.
Hold on, Muta.
The people them who do that are narcissistic.
No, hold on. Let me explain something to you, and this is my position, right? You come on your program, and you preach unity, and you preach love, yes, and you preach coming together of a nation and of a people. Now, we have too many things for divide us. We're going to make the king, who is king divide again, you know. We have religion and divide. We have the economics are divided. We have the color with skin are divided. We have politics are divided. We're going to come again and make the music divided.
No, but if a man has 2 years and next man's king, and Vybz,
who is the king don't matter to me. We have
it no matter to me
kings,
neither.
We have many princes. We have many queens of reggae music and dance. And to go single out one person is to further again nitpick and divide our people when we should be coming together. That's my.
All right. So when them say Master Griff is the queen of reggae, nobody no ball out loud and say no. Nobody now go against one another because them say that. It don't have nothing to do with the people them saying it, you know. It have something to do with the individuals who very up in themselves, narcissistic, and who just can't take somebody else and do something like them.
That is why I'm not going down the road and try to pick a side. Because
all right, you don't pick a side. Neither me.
for that.
No, but you see, again, sometimes we try, I mean, behave as if we are above the human natural brain. The fact is, persons are going to look on and see it, how they feel. All right, I listen to this argument for a long while, and I listen to all the things putting forward. And one time, me I lean up on the cartel side, and then me I listen to the whole thing, and then when I look at it, I have seen them. I start analyze the situation. I say, yo, at 30 odd years, a brother, you go on away here. 30 odd years. And for a man, we know dancer, a whole artists as big as since you may talk now, we say, we might have got to do a show for call back some artists where we don't hear about long time, some archive and some other we don't hear about long time. No feel like we're bounty, a legend, have two DJ, a DJ we are talking about now, and not singing like Master Griffiths and Bob Marley and all that now. A DJ we are talking about and fit two man, the past stage from 1992, 93 until now, and a ram up place and crowd that jump. That no normal. And me believe a man who come up, some years after, and practically I do the same, shouldn't yet, just like how them a hold up and bold to give national hero. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's different. How you reach it, so? But
that is it.
How you reach it, so?
Muta, what we are talking about national hero now. We are
but how you reach a bolt and that? No, that not reach it, so.
No,
reach it, so.
No, what you mean not reach it?
You talk about Beenie Man and Vybz Kartel, you're going to.
Yeah, but we are in a country where people make all kind of criteria what they want, to hold back what they want, and all of that. And that's a fact. No, but me not hold back nobody.
No, but you are making a criteria to justify your end. And I am saying to you that is your.
At least I'm not making a criteria to hold back nobody.
Nobody now fight your opinion.
Yeah, opinions will happen, and it's an ongoing thing.
And you're going to check.
Exactly.
Okay.
And as I said before, maybe next week or next year or somewhere down the road, me look and see Kartel and speak, because me say when me listen to the debate,
So you never see Kartel perform it? You never see Kartel perform it?
Yeah, man, I've seen Kartel perform. But I can tell you, Jamaica doesn't have a performer in Jamaica like Beenie Man. I don't know what the international scene.
And no, what you have said, your statement just now, Nicholas, I would definitely agree. As Beenie Man being one of the top contenders in.
As a matter of fact, Shaggy said it openly at the IMC, and you know, sir, when you get no higher than Shaggy and Sean Paul, in as far as outside of Jamaica is concerned, the man said Beenie Man are the greatest performer come from around here. He man talk about some show in England we like current Ghana or something like that. Beenie Man just up on the stage at top and the crowd now move.
No, that is something that we witnessed firsthand. That was an event that was kept in Chilani. As a matter of fact, I think it was anywhere between.
No.
No. I'm telling you the one that I experienced.
So you was talking about New York or something like that.
Yeah. So the entire power went, and he was on stage for the entire and during that duration of the power outage, and of course, he kept the crowd tapping his feet, doing the same thing, and there's a repeat of him doing it. So if it is that we're discussing more likely, a king of performance, then hands down.
What do you think about what he did coming on stage?
Listen. What Beenie Man did just now, right? It shows the type of showman he is in terms of performing. It shows professionalism. It shows how to deal with a situation when things would have gone the other way around. When we think of sound issues, from time to time, as you know, entertainers will get thrown off by different occurrences and mishaps as it relates to technical, whether or not it be the sound, whether or not it be the band members, whether or not be them not hearing themselves. And, as such, it's always good when you maintain a certain level of professionalism and go through. Problems will happen, but it's how you explain.
You realize he literally stopped the promoter from apologizing or highlighting a situation by times when I open the mic and say, "Boy, people will start paying him and just start sing." All right, now I'm not sure if the people remember what he was
doing, because the truth is that he didn't want to even leave a lull or anything regarding to the situation. He just want to attack it head on. So he did the right thing. And that is why we are saying, Beenie, hands down, there's no questions being asked whether or not if he can perform. He's one of the greatest performer in dancehall.
Botwa.
No,
it's one of the greatest performers, Botwa.
It is because you cannot use performance alone to crown a king, Muta.
No, me not use performer.
No, you're asking but what? And I'm saying, but you can't use the fact that he's a great performer and use that criteria.
So what?
only
So
to
who's
say
the
that-
king of dancehall to Courtney? Who's the king of dancehall?
All right, so
Him say Sean Paul. Him say Sean Paul.
No, I've said this publicly. I've said it publicly, and the same things that I said, I repeated it. I said, if you're looking at dancehall and you're going to look at accolades and accomplishments, then he will be a front runner based on the fact that none of the names.
Yeah,
that
but
we are
somebody
calling-
can't be just front runner. Somebody have to come in front.
No, what I'm saying
If the man are running as front runner, no must win.
Muta, Sean Paul is the person who, right now, as we speak, is at the top of the game as it relates to numbers.
So you as a Sean Paul is the king of dancehall. No, that's what I say.
I'm not saying that. I'm going through and I'm telling you about performances. I'm telling you about album sales. I'm telling you about all of this.
Yeah, all right. With all of that, what you say? Who is in your estimation? Who is the king of dancehall in all your estimation?
Looking from where? What point of view?
Looking from your view, your eye, your view.
Generally, taking everything into account.
Your view, taking all what you say, to you.
List out a number
Who's the king of
list out a
dancehall?
number of things. And I mean, as it is right now, everybody's left to put Anthony just come and put team 7 points together and call on him. You put some together. So I mean,
here's my take. Here's your take. It's not a poor thing.
Stage by stage, you know. Back the phone, you know.
All right, so Anthony's opening the phone as we speak.
International success. Who, of all of the dancehall recorders, who would you say?
International success is Sean Paul and Shaggy.
Sean Paul and Shaggy.
Hit song. And one important criteria is that you can't.
And when you
really
say
become-
okay,
I want to qualify something. You cannot be king if you're not crowned, because we're talking about king of Jamaica, dancehall in Jamaica. If you're saying just king overall, then I think you may have to look on it a little different. If you're gonna be king, you have to be king in your own country.
All right, fine.
Yeah.
And who went crown you the king though? Because the fact is that there are so many persons in Jamaica, pulling in so many different directions.
Go back to the 7 criteria.
No. So you're saying you can't be king here.
You have the streets, Jamaica, the streets, the public of Jamaica.
Yeah, man.
All right.
It's all about
All right.
pop
All right, go
culture
through.
influence.
All right, got you.
All right, so international success.
Right. Still Sean Paul and Shaggy.
Hit songs. Who would you say?
International hit songs.
No, man. International hit songs. We're talking about king of dancehall in Jamaica.
Sean Paul.
Hit songs in Jamaica?
No, man. You're talking about hit songs globally, or Jamaica.
No. When we said international success, that captured everything that you.
All right.
No,
So hit songs.
International level.
All right. So hit songs in Jamaica.
Yeah.
All right. We get to Beenie Man.
Live stage performance.
Beenie Man.
Pop culture influence.
Bounty Killer.
All right. Between all of them, right? Yes.
Bounty Killer.
Yes.
Influence.
Generational influence.
Bounty Killer.
Bounty Killer again.
Artist development.
Bounty
Killer.
On stage battle. Because you can't be king and you're not battling. You have to
And
be
it's split to me between Kartel, Movado, Bounty, and Beenie.
Based on the criteria.
Yeah, fine. So no, based on your criteria. Based on your criteria.
Yeah, because there's other elements of it.
Go on. Yeah, but based on your criteria. Go on.
All right. All right. I start this thing and you me I go leave it.
So like Bounty gone up.
No man, hold on. I start this thing and you me I go leave it. No man, hold on, Courtney. Courtney, we can't talk about this all night, you know.
No, 1 point.
We can't talk about this all night.
1 point.
Yo, Courtney, we are leaders in our own right. And what I am hearing, a cop out. Nobody, you see, like Anthony come and put 7 points here, and even Anthony that Beenie, but when Big examine Anthony points, he come out about it. But no, but what I'm saying, Bridget, no.
A king.
We don't put no criteria together to call it because we don't want the one. We cannot put the other.
A king has to want the crown. Bounty don't want the crown.
All right. So the fact that Bounty don't want the crown, he leave with the next in line.
So what the next in line?
Important point, and that is why I think he has never really been in the discussion.
He don't want it.
Yeah, and that is,
Who's the next in line? Who's the next in line?
How can you give a crown? A king, a man a crown who don't want to be a king?
Well,
so who's the next in line? Who's next in line?
I understand. The man list some criteria.
No, I am saying he fits in perfect
for those. And we going
but didn't fit in perfectly.
But we still can't forward the man. The man don't want to be just like the prime minister. The man don't want to be a president. He's not a politician.
Well on, remember I know. Some things is not for you to accept or reject, you know. This is not
he's openly rejecting this.
But something is not for you to accept or reject.
Him is an entertainer.
Pele dead and then still say my king of ball. You don't have a choice in accepting it or rejecting it. You have to just go on.
But listen.
Maradona dead and him call me king of ball. He have to just go on. Something. No, but it's a fact. No, but it is the same type of debate. And it's the same type of debate.
Yeah, but both.
It is the same type of debate.
We never want it.
No, I'm saying none of them can accept it.
No.
But it still doesn't change the fact that people across the world can determine, give out the criteria and determine which one of them is king. Even though they can't accept it because they're dead, it doesn't change the fact that people want to kill and want it. Will not change the fact that, the whole Jamaica can come and examine it and say about your king. The king is not a crown where you go wear around the world and represent and all of that, you know. It's not that, you know. It's not like you want a ceremony as king and all of that, you know. So when they accept it or not, Jamaica people no business.
So Courtney, based on those 7 criteria that I named, would you add any other category to those?
A 3 year.
Muta same year 3.
And the 3 of them are bound to kill me your name call.
Muta same year.
No.
Go
back to yourself.
So
right.
there's
all right, so let's go back to the 7. You have international success.
Just one.
Yeah, hit songs. Number 2, live stage performance.
3.
Pop culture influence.
4.
Generational influence.
5.
Artist development.
6.
On-stage battle.
7.
All right. What I would have added, one of the elements of it is lyrical recording artists. Because you're speaking of dancehall.
Okay.
And the culture require lyrics. So that is not in it. And if we're going to put that, we'll definitely have to put Vybz Kartel.
Okay.
Yeah, but to me, no, sitting here, so I'm not electing none.
So looking at a Bounty Killer, some of the lyrics, and I mean,
to me like Bounty Killer. Yo.
Another element, songwriter.
Give me a chance, no. Give me a chance, please. If you don't want to involve in our thing. Give me a chance if you don't want to involve in our thing. I remember saying my program on the depend, you know. What? Una trespass from a program. I hear me answer now. Give when me hear a while ago, it sound to me like Bounty Killer lead the pack. Give when me hear a while ago. So I don't know if I'm wrong or I'm right.
Yeah, and the criteria that you heard.
Yeah, and the same criteria in my ear. It sounds like Bounty Killer lead the pack. So I don't know if one could have 2, one could have.
It will appear that Bounty have more nods, yes.
Well, so which part we left, you know? Which part we left?
But unless you have to prorate the points. It's 7 points, but you probably can't assign them equal value. So you probably will give hit songs, for example, 20 points out of the 100, as opposed to generational influence, maybe 10. No, you have to go prorate. No, for example, you have to prorate. You can't assign them equal. Yeah. Right. And then it is not as hands down as you think, because Bounty in most of the votes don't necessarily mean when you add up the percentage that each of the categories carry, he will necessarily come out. But Abigail just change the thing again.
Yeah. No, because if there's 30 points, if there's 30 points, you know, I have a Beenie and Bounty is 15-15, you know. So we still have a...
No, it's not Beenie and Bounty alone then, right?
Big change the points.
No, but big, I mean, Courtney Mark.
No, what big, very great point. I accept your point. True. I mean, because even when teacher have paper, they may say 20 for knowledge, 30 for application, and
there's a category that have a bigger point.
Right. Yes.
No, sir. No. All of them must have the same point.
The debate continues and now got done. But you know my problem? My problem is nobody wants to see as the one where I say I am say Bounty, I am say Kartel, I am say Beenie, and everybody play political correct.
Oh, that you not do?
Not play politically correct.
That you not do?
From my experience. And I'm going to tell you this. Me hear Kartel do some things in the dance hall and even on songs where half the chain. You know, I believe say a man could have DJ and use rhyme. And him thing a shot.
And metaphors.
Yeah, you trust me, Kartel is a genius.
Yeah, so streetwise,
Kartel is a genius. So all of the
We're gonna Kartel again.
No, but I tell you, the man's a genius.
So, hold on, I have another point. If we should look at the current state of dancehall and think about in terms of who is running the place right now, I won't give it to any of the names we mentioned so far.
Yeah, but here lie my problem. Because I'm
who you need to massacre?
No,
yes, Muta.
A man can't be king for 2 weeks running the dance hall.
No. You cannot say that. No, if we're going to speak on massacre, you cannot say that. Okay.
But me know, I have been to several parties and some man, they are at the party because them are run things. And when they hit the stage, you want to show something for them.
Can I tell you that locally, right? This entity in question has two of the most successful dancehall projects in recent times. With nobody in dancehall selling the amount of units in the first week, and also now signed to Def Jam and doing several things and being consistent. So currently, as we speak, one could say, if not the king, because he's a more younger person into the whole scheme of things, you could say he's the prince. So
who that?
We can go on. Well, we still speaking about Massacre.
Oh, Massacre we talk about again. Okay. All right. Gentlemen. Yo. All right. Oi. This is the king of cutting edge. Listen to me now. Morning. You know, we have to go. We have to go because I'm going to take one. I have to give this sponsor talk and also we want to thank you very much for spoiling up my program. And I hope we can talk different again about that. Okay? So we're going to go back to the studio.
Can we spoil it again tomorrow in the afternoon?
Yes. You can do it tomorrow, yes. Yeah, we'll work it out tomorrow.
Anyway, the drop mic moment when Courtney Mac dropped the mic, it's something real though. Bounty does not want to be a part of the discussion.
All right, good afternoon, sir. Who's over that attack? Good afternoon. Good night. Okay, this is the Cutting Edge, and I RFM. The previous reasoning and thing was sponsored by Tiles R Us Limited, Ballard Valley, St. Elizabeth, for, I can't say good, for tiles, tools, every household features, call 965-1896. Tiles Are Us. And then Real Deal Windows and Doors, Tower Isle, St. Mary. Call 876-867-9349. We specialize in sliding windows, doors, showers, enclosures, and glass balcony railings. And Irish Spring Water. Your last tasting the best. You have tasted the rest. Now taste the best. Jamaica's finest natural alkaline spring water. Irish Spring Water. So these are the sponsors. Tiles Are Us Limited, Real Deal Windows and Doors, and Irish Spring Water. And that connection was the Harmony, Love and Harmony cruise on the waters of the Caribbean. This is the Cutting Edge and I tell you. Okay, so we'll go back to normal programming. Normal program. Any call up on the line, Bridging? I tell you, the one that could set up a program, Sir Rasta, believe you me. You could have a vote switch, but you see the vote now, the vote will come like PNP and GLP. Yeah, because you have garrisons in the garrisons in a Beenie Man camp, garrisons in a Kartel camp, them. Yeah, and please don't bring up White Kartel and Beenie Man and who are the king of the dance hall to me. Beg you, please. Yes, here.
Yeah, bless her.
Yeah, give thanks. Give thanks to you. Give thanks to you.
Yeah, well, I'll get to from that still, because through me listen to program so long and me listen to talking so long, me still have a real, me call it a talk, But you are going on Muta. You see all the dancer thing set up. It not set up like, because as I say, once Marcia Griffiths are the queen and no question. Bob Marley are the king and no question.
No, I hear a man say Buju Banton are the king of reggae, you know.
Are the king of reggae?
Yeah, I hear a man say that.
No,
publicly too. I hear him say publicly.
Well, Buju doing things still.
Yeah, but we don't want to go back in that.
We don't want to go back. Yeah, but as Matilda said, the whole of the man them, it's just the whole of the man them great. The whole of the man them great. And I feel them one thing. Because that's the right now, Vybz Kartel, that genius. But writing and everything, Vybz Kartel have it. But performance-wise, Beenie Man have it over the whole of them. So. And if you are going to say king, you have to have a man who can represent.
Time signal, break.
All right, we're going to take a break. Hold on, Virgin. Yes.
Anyway, this king thing, kind of don't talk about that. Yeah. Now, say, Zelensky, the man named this Zelensky, the Ukraine president.
Hold on, what that you have behind you there?
Hold on, the car do it. But just look, yeah.
Yeah, Gano. Zelensky you talk about.
Yeah, man, I say, the man named this, boy, I say, Trump.
You see America gone to Russia now.
Yeah, Trump has something else in my general.
Strange man. Strange man.
The man, they invite the man and style out the man and one of the man I'll ask the man, say, why I'm don't wear
Why I'm not wear suit? The one say me no wartime, I'm not no time for your suit.
I tell you, say,
but him could have buy one expensive like the one where the man have had.
Yeah, but I bet you seen where any of them invite him back, you seen where you wear him or wear a suit. Why John?
But Canada the thing, Canada the one. Canada, because Canada and America is like one country,
yeah.
Yeah, and them share borders and everything, and the guy just jump on the youth, so the guy just jump on the man, so I just say, watch out. But I not through the border thing, he might talk to him, so Him want the man make America, Canada be the 51st state, and that is what it is all about.
It's all about, yeah.
Yeah, it's not about no fentanyl come through border, because all the that come through this, so. All many of that.
Canada not allow that.
Yeah, so it's really him want the state. Is that him want the 51st state. Just like we want Greenland and we want Panama,
Yeah, but the politicians in Canada not allow that.
No, nobody not allow that, man.
Politicians want to rule themselves. They want
joke business, man, deal. Joke business.
But I feel like him just do that for show him have the power. Him just
power, man.
And use it up like, but that's something where him knows that because him can't take the army and do them things there.
Well,
Fiend talking.
Him say, my king, him put on crown pan him head, my king.
No, him want deal it like how Putin them and when him there.
Yeah, autocracy.
How them people now allow him to do that.
No, sir.
People now allow him to do that.
No, sir.
It go on down here, too,
Well, so you want a man down here so go on look like a king?
Yeah, man. Then so it go on down here, so see no man obey no constitution down here, so most of the politicians them just do them thing and then them watch it for 9 days and see how it run. And if social media not jump on it and
just continue.
Them just continue the way them do. So it's that thing where it Trump him first card there, most leader try run like him. Them try to all Brazil and them run where them run out the one that
baby Trump, me call the one that don't baby Trump.
Yeah, that one that don't baby Trump, man. But him not really still like Trump, because I'm a puppet, Because remember Trump did take him make puppet already. You know, the Petro Caribbean deal. You know, so he's not really firm like Trump, but him firm when it come on to.
That's why I'm a baby Trump. That's why I'm not firm. I'm a baby.
Yeah, a baby Trump, yeah. You know. But me I tell you, oh, Mr. The man them style, me I tell you, say, hey, you know, so me I watch the thing and me I said, that one, I really, but you want to know, are the people them backside them after, you know, the earth, you know.
Yeah, no backside, I just yeah, but you see where them have done, they can't do nothing more than so, you know.
Yeah, but enough.
Yeah, enough, you know. It was a neo-colonialist, you know, Trump.
Trump, yeah.
He want to colonize Greenland. He want to colonize the Panama Canal. He want to colonize Zelensky by the land, you know. It's land, you know. It's all about land. Yeah. He want to be Canada the 51st state. It's about colonizing the places. It's a serious colonizer, man. And you see China now, it has the strength to China to invade Taiwan, you know.
Taiwan,
Hong Kong, you know. Yeah. Because if you cannot do that, what can stop China now to say more Taiwan?
You what you must say now? You must say the amount of money where America spend outside of America. You must have to drawing back that. Because you see money like all the money where them send for the gender, you know, down here, the gender thing down here where them that sponsor. You know, all the big money there, you know, with the LGBT, them thing there. Seeing them money there, like he must say, he must draw back the money there in America to give back the taxpayers them, you know, and make America great again, and, you know, all of them.
When America is great.
The man a draw back out some money where all some, you know, the refugee them are some people are hungry.
USAID.
Yeah. Seeing all the money there.
Him draw back everything, man. Him a draw back everything. Because him a deal with the billionaire, them and support him.
Yeah.
Tax free and all them things. Because him not pay tax. Him not pay tax, you know.
Him not pay tax. No, that's how I tell you, the same thing I go on down here. See, like, you have some man have some big radio station down here too, you know, we not pay no tax, you know. We just run up, you know, and them thing there. So, you know, and them thing, they see take time a creep in a Jamaica way. And then at the same time, when I pressure some little small people to pay tax, you know. So, at the same thing, with Trump I bring off on the people, you know, seeing up there. But he must show them, like say, he must do the good for the people and get back the money.
Tariff.
Seeing, so, you know, when I work out, you know, when I'm done with film 4 years, then, seeing, and when the more try for him go 8 years, you know. But when I'm done with them 4 years, America, I don't know what about really.
Richard and Musk, man. Richard and Musk.
You know? But even Musk now. Musk him coming like him a one of the ministers or something. Or
I feel him have something over Trump, you know. I feel him have something over Trump.
Yeah, him have something over Trump.
That's why Trump can't say nothing to him certain place and certain way.
Oh, yeah.
See, I look at you there where Musk carrying all the thing. A white boo-boo on him this and all them here. Him have to change this. I don't know if you didn't see it.
Yeah.
Yeah, until him say he must go here. He is not the president. He is not the leader. Look at you that. I've something him father say, you know. Yeah, man. God, them look at you then I will just come out with that. So
yeah, look at you now. Yeah, and look at you not tell lie, no.
No. Him father say something touching into that and him can repeat it. Embarrass him father, embarrass the whole world, man.
Embarrass the whole world. Yeah. So when you look on it now, the same kind of thing like how if the Trump a move there. Just notice it down here so with even the 5 and 4 thing where you used to go on. Seeing with the bank or them and the whole of them. Seeing at the same thing we go on down here so with baby Trump. You know? But when me don't want the man them do mutas, me I beg them, seeing I don't want the man them bring back 1980.